A former Premier League champion and multiple world champion. It's Mr. Glenn Durham. Never won on the Euro Tour though, Glenn.
Semi-final, I think was the best, but what an atmosphere in here tonight. I mean, it has seriously ramped up from two brilliant sessions that we've had already, but what was very noticeable when you play Kim Huybrechts, he's a player who relies on that adrenaline, and he was bouncing. He's in his home city. He was bouncing as they've done the walk-on. And you can clearly see it was a strategy from James Wade. I mean, he took forever with the walk-on to get on, even with his 6 practice starts. I think it was a real clever ploy by James Wade to do that,
57.
Because you could see it almost take the sting out of Kim. I was thinking of a possible slow start from Kim, but a 140 to open goes against that.
58.
Well, he's pretty long in the tooth, is James Wade. Do you think that'd be a conscious decision? Let's just drag this out a bit. See if this Belgian crowd can sustain their
45.
fervour if this gets a little bit of a drawn-out process.
I've
wanted to see a more mature Kim Huybrechts for a long time anyway. I mean, so difficult to play and beat, you know. Is his best years behind him? I'm not so sure. But to play in front of that crowd, that could be there. That could be his 4th dart tonight. But sometimes you can want it too much. I think we saw that a little bit with Mike De Decker last night. Such an adoring crowd. You've just got to focus on the job. But the man in your picture right now, honestly, I haven't got the words to say how well he's playing at the moment. And that word longevity, which we mentioned a couple of times today, no one does it better than him.
167.
It's a chance. Just slipped away.
99.
James Wade, 3 darts in his hand on a double. Marker. Finds the target.
The first leg. James Wade.
Get tops and tens, you think.
Nothing else, and as a player, Kim's already preparing for the next leg. You just have to hang in tightly. We say it was a good start to the opening first leg from Kim Huybrechts.
39.
Wade with a 17 dart holder throw. Back in the treble.
$174.
Got 2,500 in here tonight. The best crowd we'll have this weekend. It's been pretty good already. They've been very steady, consistent numbers, but we're close to capacity for this evening. Darts has really taken off in Belgium over the last couple of years. There are signs it may be waning slightly in recent months. But who knows? The next 2 days could reinvigorate them.
Absolutely. With the most important part of the season ahead of us as well. Let me tell you, I've been doing a couple of academies in
59.
Belgium, and there's some superb young players coming through.
Got any names for us? Ones to watch?
I've passed them to my manager.
I'll tell you once I've signed them, and I'm on 40%.
Scouting fee applies.
123. James.
Not enough to leave the finish. James Wade not going to set it up perfectly.
$45.
Just dictating the pace, isn't he? On to a finish, and whenever you see James Wade on any type of finish, you just expect it to go. Good transition down to 19s for Kim Huybrechts, just sliding them about. These are nervy moments. He'll start centre of the board, of course. Not.
He'll end on it. Well, that was the attempt anyway. Yeah, it seems to be very much a treble 14 for the 82-man James Wade. Well, James Wade's gone for the treble 14 when bull would have made more sense, and Kim Huybrechts has gone bull when treble 14 would make more sense.
Some of the decision making, maybe we'll talk about that in the next leg as Wade is back on tops. Never misses 10s, does he?
Not this time, he doesn't. 17 darter and an 18 darter, good enough for James Wade to take a 2-0 lead in this one.
If you're putting a plan together, Dan, to win this game, I think after 2 legs you're saying silence the crowd. Tick.
Well, look, the Belgian crowds are notoriously
57.
fair. You don't get as much whistling jigs, still got a little bit. They do support the players, but it isn't as hard. However, we've said this so many times, it is difficult to play in front of a hostile
99.
crowd. It is also difficult to play with a crowd that really, really wants you. The levels of expectation, you can hear everything. They are baying for you to hit the double, to take out the shots.
180!
It's true, that 180 from James Wade there, who in his 99th game of the season, 70% win rate, that incredible run at the World
58.
Match Play, that unbelievable run at the UK Open. Staggering season.
Yeah, 70% puts him right up there with the best. Now,
58.
obviously, he wasn't in the Premier League, and the Premier League can have a big effect on those numbers for the players within. Some players like Littler and Humphreys are right up there in the 70+% anyway, because they're winning most of the game. But Stephen Bunting, who's got a great win rate, will take a big hit in the Premier League because he was losing a lot of games.
You see 206, you're thinking 174, and after the first start, he was probably thinking, well, he'll take that as a second best. And Huybrechts struggling for something right now.
'58. James, you require 106.
Well, if Kim Huybrechts is going to allow James Wade to win legs in 6 visits to the board over and over again, he'll just do that. 17 darter, 18 darter. He's not going to produce a 15 darter here, but the chances are he's going to come back for a 6th visit.
146.
Kim, this has to go. And that's the start on the 146. That is outstanding.
Could have been lift off for the Hurricane. But as it is, he's being buried further and further into the ground. The hole is getting deeper for Kim Huybrechts.
16, 17 and 18 darts has been enough so far for James Wade. He was looking for that spark, that catalyst was Kim Huybrechts.
100.
The hard work was done with the 2 treble 19s for his favoured double 16. James Wade doesn't often throw the best of 11, a 3-0 lead away.
59.
We did see in the opening game yesterday when Jermaine Watermina was leading Leon Weber by 3 legs to 0, and Leon kicked on from there. Many congratulations in for another fantastic win today.
100.
Yeah, we saw Josh Rock come from 3-1 down as well, didn't we, against Karol Sedlarczyk this afternoon. Great game of darts, that one. Rock, the first seeded player to win. 4 games before we saw that, and he had to survive 2 match darts.
I think it was a bullseye and a double 4, and Sedlarczyk, he's a proper player. Rock knew he got away with something there. Better from Huybrechts.
Our first max for the Hurricane. James Wade
40.
doing that thing where it looks like he's conceded the leg already. Doesn't matter, I'm 3-0 up, mate. You can have a leg. Double 8 for 12 darts.
105.
No dramas. We'll be back with Wade on 262. Should go to the 18s.
56.
Look, he's not even throwing them properly.
Kimmy
You have the leg.
16.
It doesn't bother me. I'm leading this game.
No score.
Now, does he do the same here, James Wade, or does he actually put a little bit more effort in?
It's that number 206 again. That didn't look a pretty throw whatsoever for Kim. He just wants to get a leg under his belt. That might help him settle
Kimmy
down.
requires 16.
Maybe it was a bit of a happy accident to go back to the double 8. Just need to trickle across the hockey to the right-hand side to open the bed. He's up and running.
Huybrechts with that James will go first. 43.
Rare opportunity for Kim Huybrechts, not just to play in his home country, play in his home city.
100.
Got the family here. I know you're big into how important that is as a player, Glenn.
I'm into the whole preparation, and when we come to Stephen Bunting later, I would love to sort of explain what I mean by that more. Sometimes you're watching Zanti Vandenberg yesterday, maybe just looking up the family a little bit too much, because when you're up there can be a little bit lonely, so you've just got to get that balance right. But it's just preparation, and there can be a massive help.
100.
James has had 4 defeats in this second round of a European Tour this year, but a couple of semi-finals, the last 8. His consistency has been really good. I think the way he's playing at the moment, Dan, maybe European Tour, just to add to what's been a fantastic year for him. The talk of Premier League already for 2026 for this man.
90.
Yeah, he's been quite vocal, saying I should be in more stuff, the invitational stuff. I mean, this is a man who hadn't won a title for 2.5 years until June, let's remember, but still, he has a point. The bloke's now number 5 in the world again. Oh, how about this? Tops for a 145.
105.
Just over a little bit for Kim Huybrechts. Oh, look at the 17's bed. The crowd are on his side. Big dart.
69.
First time you really felt the crowd get into it since the opening leg. And James Wade puts them back in their box. 4-1.
I don't know if you just caught what Kim Huybrechts done there. He was just saying he just brought his shoulder into that double 18 and double 9. That goes about the point of just maybe trying a little bit too hard when you're on home soil. But look at that. Look at that angle, turning around to see all them fans on your side. But Wade just doing what he does best, doesn't he? I mean, how many games has he won in his career?
100.
Round about that 90 average. It's unbelievable.
I said, look, if any other player in the world got up there and was averaging 87, doesn't matter if they're 4-1, you just go, oh, well, it's not really convinced me that they're a title threat. But with James Wade,
81.
you just think those numbers are completely irrelevant. If you let him have 17 and 18 darts to win a leg, he will use all 17 and 18 darts a lot of the time. He's quite capable of averaging 110 because we've seen him do it. He tends to do it when he needs to do it. You don't often see him smash people 6-0 because it's like he gets bored. The focus just goes if the game doesn't require it.
140.
He's protecting money at the back end of the year, just like many of the players are. That fantastic run at the European Championships in 2023, runner-up to Peter Wright. Also quarter-final of the Grand Slam of darts, but even if you look at the provisional tables, Dan, he's still around that top 6 mark.
Was it the quarters? Was it the semis he made at the Grand Slam? Was that the year he beat Josh
57.
Rock and survived
James
match darts?
require 130.
Look it up in a moment. 130 for James Wade for a 5-1 lead. He should get a dart. He does get a dart at the ball.
81.
Don't think he was happy with that one.
Jimmy require 130.
There's no microphone. 130 for Huybrechts. And he just used that dart as a guide. Needs the treble, gets the treble. His best dart of the match. Needs another good, and it's the bullseye.
83. James require 49.
Huybrechts has had darts to win the last 4 legs. He has only won 1 of them. 10. It's a let-off.
29.
A let-off from the machine. Kim Huybrechts to win, make it 2 of the last 4 legs. He could have won them all. For dominate, Huybrechts is just about hanging in there.
7th leg of Joseph first.
We're back in the treble.
140.
We'll take that. He's not someone who's going to ponder and think what could have been. I should have been 5-1 up. It's a player who doesn't look in the rear mirrors. Always looking forward is Wade.
61.
It's superb scoring. His first 9 has now gone over that 100 mark. Good start away because we know what he does on the doubles.
$100.
Oh, what a leg this is. Missed the opportunity to go 5-1 up, and James Wade The focus tap is turned on, and he's on a potential 11 dart to the very next leg. It's taking Huybrechts out of the game.
60.
It was something you said earlier, when he has to, whether it's a big average, and there was just signs there that Kim Huybrechts was getting back into the game, getting the crowd involved. And after 9 darts, leaves 90. It's a little bit scruffy, but it leaves a 2-darter, and that combination, which includes the tops and 10s, you still have to fancy a way to take a 5-2 lead and go 1 away. But he's the pressure.
180.
Is that a futile max? Maybe not.
You could see him move across, and you can see by his facial expression there what he thinks about that. Even Wade's feeling it a little bit. A beautiful double 8 in the previous one. He could do with 2 tops, but as you can see, they're just 60. A little too conservative.
James Huybrechts 20.
Can he use that one? Yes, he can, and he uses it very well.
James Wade.
There aren't many better in the history of this sport at just holding their nerve when you've had a couple of misses. Last dart has to find the double. You know you've got no more chances, and James Wade is so good at doing exactly that.
That was that classic case where he looked nervous, he looked a little bit tense, but what the great players can do, he still guide it into that double 10. He didn't react to it, but inside he'd have been buzzing over that.
Look at that. Every single leg, 1 in 6 visits to the board.
100.
Just the one break throw. James Wade got an early lead and then has just carried on playing at a pretty similar level. Slight fluctuations, obviously,
58.
but the end game, 6 visit legs. Kim Huybrechts has said that's enough. That's all you need to do, and James Wade has happily taken that deal.
42.
Nobody does it better.
Mike De Decker and Mario van der Behaarde, the other 2 Belgians in the draw. You've got to wait till the final 2 games of the night for those guys to be in action. De Decker against Schindler. Mario van der Behaarde against Johnny Clayton, who's banging form. That's 2 very tough assignments for the other Belgians.
96.
Looking good to reduce the deficit is Kim. That's a decision to make here, because James Wade is nowhere near. He doesn't need to go down to the 19s for the 1-2-3. He might even stay upstairs, but he's gone the traditional route on this. Does he go up with the ball? It would bring the crowd into it, Dan. I think that's what the Rise smile was about, with the sensible play was to leave the double 16. Still all to do. Still would need to break James Wade a couple of times to win this match, but gives himself
58.
a chance.
He certainly entertained the thought of going for the bullseye, but this was the sensible play. And it pays off.
Kim Huybrechts, 9th place, James Huybrechts.
All the experience in the world Kim Huybrechts has been playing darts a long, long time. He won't
58.
panic just yet, but he knows he's still a big outsider. 3 legs to play, and with James Wade throwing first and 2 of them, Wade's still a heavy, heavy favourite.
96.
James Wade is averaging 83 at the moment, Dan.
But again, other players you'd think, oh, that's not very good. James Wade, it just doesn't matter. They're just hieroglyphics.
97.
James Wade's on about just winning legs. And ultimately, that's what the sport is all about. But there are plenty of players who want to go up there and
59.
have the feeling of playing well. Like every visit after visit after visit, this is really good. James Wade, he doesn't seem to really think like that. Maybe that's the reason he's one of the most successful players in the history of the sport.
You're absolutely correct, Dan. Nothing is going through that mind. You can see with Kim, he's probably thinking, I don't want to let the fans down. I don't want to let my family down. They're all here. I'm in my home city.
100.
Wade just keeps it simple, as the game should be. Is he on the final furlong now? There's another treble.
100.
2 treble visit for Kim Huybrechts here. This gives him a little opportunity. It's probably got to be 2 trebles. And he's got it.
140, James Huybrechts 49.
Level 19. Kim Huybrechts will be back on that type of finish. That players like this type of finish.
He
needs a treble.
106.
Can he get it with the first? He needs a treble 17 for the bullseye.
81.
It was probably the best attempt at the ball we've had in the whole match from either of them, but it wasn't good enough, and James Wade gets match darts. He's missed a few in this game. Doesn't move back to the centre of the hockey. Does not matter. Finds the corner, a double 10. And James Wade ends Kim Huybrechts' hopes in his hometown. Got nothing spectacular, not a leg shorter than 16 darts from either man in that. And do you know what? James Wade won't care, because James Wade's a winner on the Euro Tour once again, and he's in the final day here in Antwerp.